A lot of dismissive avoidants experience being dismissed, rejected, kind of snubbed, or experience irritation from their own parents when they're trying to express these bids for a connection at a young age. And so they go, okay, well, this part of me is just getting rejected. I'm just going to push this part of me down, and that's how I'll tend to connect. But over time, that becomes a natural part of their conditioning. They just get used to operating that way. One of the first things that actually happens, and this is actually a behavioral development stage of childhood, children personalize everything. The child can't conceive of like, oh, my parents are emotionally unavailable, or they're kind of sucking and attuning to me. Instead, the dismissive avoidant ends up being like, oh, I'm not really worthy of having these needs met. This part of me is just kind of broken or flawed. This part of me that yearns for this connection and this vulnerable part of me, it's not acceptable. And in essence, they come to think that they are fundamentally broken for having vulnerabilities, for having feelings. This leads to this big core wound from an integrated attachment theory viewpoint. This biggest core wound is the core wound of feeling defective or shameful. And they literally feel like themselves at their core are not okay, like fundamentally broken or flawed. What this then causes to take shape is a dismissive avoidance as adults. They're like, oh my gosh, I can't let you see this part of me. And they actually soothe and regulate themselves by trying to keep distant. They're like, oh, if I'm just really low maintenance, then I won't be rejected as much and I'll be able to sort of maintain this connection. But because they're forced to be that way, it sort of becomes their shadow. They essentially expect that other people will show up that way too and get irritated when they don't. They end up getting treated in a way that dismisses their own emotions. They learn as a result of that to dismiss their own emotions because that's their conditioning, their comfort zone. And then as a result, that's what they do to others. They dismiss other people's emotions.